We have a shocking New York Jets update, and nobody saw this coming, as after a while of every Jets fan believing that we had our quarterback for this season, now we have a new update suggesting that things might already be changing depending on how this NFL draft plays out, and we're going to break all of this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jets Digest. It's Chris and Matt here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. And guys, if you are part of that 73% that's not subscribed to Jets Digest, make sure to subscribe, or I'm not even going to pour liquid in Matt's car. I'm going to crash into Matt's car when I see it on Friday. So, Bridgeport, Connecticut, get ready for a car accident. But until then, let's jump into the video as I kind of just doxed us. But, all right, as we all know, the New York Jets signed Justin Fields. When they signed Justin Fields, things felt like we knew who the quarterback was going to be for this upcoming season and potentially for the future if it works out for the New York Jets. And then Rich Cimini, NFL Jets insider, revealed a massive update that despite all this, the addition of Justin Fields won't preclude the Jets from drafting a quarterback. If they have a strong conviction, they won't hesitate to pull the trigger at any point in the draft. There's a lot of buzz surrounding Ole Miss quarterback Jaxson Dart. So after a while of feeling like this Jaxson Dart news was done, it was out the window, it wasn't going to happen, and he was off the Jets board, or at least the first round. Now we are seeing the New York Jets still do have a bunch of interest in Dart, a guy who it feels like it's a fringe round one pick, on the sense of like it's unclear if he'll be a round one pick, but he certainly could be. Now, the New York Jets selecting 7th overall, picking Dart there would be absolute malpractice by Darren Mougey and just truly such a punch in the face. But Matt, where we are right now, it is going to be interesting to see how all of this plays out.
So we were expecting to see Justin Fields for a year, but I just want to point out, just because even if they draft Jaxson Dart in the first round, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be starting him this season, because you can always draft Jaxson Dart in the first round, which I really hope they don't do, but you can draft him and then sit him behind Justin Fields and sees what he can learn. Maybe, if Justin Fields works out, you would trade Jaxson Dart and sign Justin Fields to a contract extension. And then if Justin Fields didn't work out, you would cut Justin Fields, take the $8 million in cap hit for next season, and then move forwards with Jaxson Dart. Jaxson Dart right now he's being given a 12.2% chance to be drafted in the first round by NFL Mock Draft Database, which is a website that compiles mock draft information from pretty much every single available source on the internet and tries to pinpoint using their analytics where the guys are going to go. They have Jaxson Dart ranked as the 34th player on their draft board, so certainly high enough to where he could be pushed up into the first round in a weak quarterback class. But the New York Jets are no longer in a position where they're desperate to find a quarterback. Now that we have a quarterback who a lot of fans feel like is going to be the answer long term, and even if he's not going to be the answer long term, it's a good idea to see if he can be the long-term answer by giving him a year where he is the unquestioned starter, where he gets the best possible supporting cast around him and gets the best opportunity to be successful. If we really want to find out whether Justin Fields is a quarterback or not, we need to use that 7th overall pick on a position that helps him. We have a really good offensive line outside of the right tackle that could help him out, but we also need more receiving targets for him, whether that's Tedero McMillan, who ran really well at his pro day, running a number in the 4.4s, which was unexpected for a wide receiver of his height, 6'5", with his talents as well. He's a top 10, top 15 level wide receiver who they could look at. Or if it's Tyler Warren, the Penn State tight end, who's a very versatile player, can do absolutely everything that an offensive player could ever be asked to do for an NFL football team, whether it's either one of those players to help out Justin Fields to be the long-term answer, because it wouldn't really make sense for the Jets to go with to take a shot on Justin Fields, but not give him a fair shot. That's like, Chris, we always talk about, you want to step up to bat and take a big swing, but it doesn't matter how big you swing if you're blindfolded. And that's what it would be like if we move forwards with just Garrett Wilson and Allen Lazard as Justin Fields' weapons, along with Breece Hall. Obviously, looking at his career historically, I don't think he's going to be able to make that work out. I think there are very few quarterbacks in the NFL who would be able to make one wide receiver and the running back work out and turn that into a high-level offense. Certainly not a quarterback who has been moving around and learning new. He's, the last 2 years, even more than just the last 2 years, with the offensive play calling turnover in Chicago that he saw. He's had to keep learning new offenses, which is not the way you want to develop quarterbacks. It's not the way that guys can learn continuity and improve on their game. Because if every single season you're learning a new offense, that takes away your time from actually working on the things that you as a player need to work on. So that's why you don't want to do that. So when we're coming in, it's not if Justin Fields is the starting quarterback. He's going to be the starting quarterback week 1, barring an injury. Even if the New York Jets do take a rookie quarterback in the first round of the draft, it's still going to be Justin Fields. You don't give him $30 million guaranteed to not start him. So the plan is definitely to start him. Like you said, I thought we were done with the Jaxson Dart stuff because I don't think he has, or it's not that I don't think he has any elite traits. You can watch him, watch the games, watch film. He doesn't have any elite traits. He can't run like Lamar Jackson or Jaden Daniels. He doesn't have a rocket arm like Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, and he's not 6'5". So if you're looking for a guy with elite traits, Justin Fields has the elite athleticism. He also has really good arm strength. Those are elite traits that you can potentially build a starting quarterback around should he learn how to process the field and learn how to make reads more effectively than he's done in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just feels like drafting Jaxson Dart over one of the guys you mentioned, over a McMillan, over Tyler Warren. It doesn't make sense. Even if the Jets are to trade back with the idea of, hey, let's try to get Jaxson Dart at some point. If they trade back and their first round selection is still Jaxson Dart, it's still a mishap. If you're going to trade back, try to acquire a good defender or get a wide receiver. There's other guys out there, the Luther Burdens of the world, for instance. There's not just one wide receiver going in the first round. There's going to be multiple people. And look, we should dive into all that and discuss it. But real quick, guys, I'm super excited to announce that we are kicking off a March Madness bracket for the channel. We've partnered with the Hot Takes app and other digest channels for this event. It's completely free to sign up. Just download the Hot Takes app, click the March Madness banner at the top, and then under groups, select the Digest Media Pool. This is really exciting as there's over $25,000 in prizes to be won. And since there's a much smaller pool of people participating, there's a real chance in winning big compared to other bracket challenges out there. Check out the link down below or scan the QR code to download the app, and make sure to use the promo code DIGEST in all caps to get exclusive perks when signing in. Again, it's completely free to sign up, and if you have any trouble, feel free to email us at the email down below, and we look forward to seeing you in the March Madness pool. Now, looking at some of these prospects who the New York Jets could be getting into, I mean, there's all the defenders in the world. PFF put out a mock draft 2 days ago where this isn't going to happen, but where Abdul Carter falls to the Jets, stuff like that. Yeah, like, it's not going to happen, but what I'm saying is there's so many elite defenders in this draft. There's so many elite players. The drafting Jaxson Dart in the first round doesn't make a lot of sense when considering who's going to be in the draft next year. It's not like Darren Mougey has done some bang-up job of creating a team that looks like they're about to be in the playoffs. This Jets roster does not look like it's going to be in the playoffs at all. So drafting Jaxson Dart when you have a bridge quarterback already on the roster who you're paying $8 million this season and $23 million next season would be an absolutely absurd move for the New York Jets. That is the way the contract works.
Wait, say it one more time.
$8 million this season and $23 the next. Adds up to the good old 31 of the 40 or the 31 of the guarantees.
Is that where the guarantees are?
That's the guarantees.
Okay. All right. I thought that was the salary. I was gonna say that's not correct. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so essentially where the New York Jets are right now, it just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't add up, Matt. And I don't want to see this happen at all. I don't want to see Jaxson Dart on the New York Jets. I don't believe in him as a quarterback. It just feels like a real mistake for the Jets.
Yeah, just like you said, the guys coming out next year, there are probably going to be definitely 2, maybe 3 or 4 quarterback prospects better than Jaxson Dart. So this draft has offensive tackles. We can get Kelvin Banks, we can get Armand Membo, we can even trade down and draft Jonah Savanaya out of Arizona if you want another right tackle. There are so many options for picking at 7 or trading down to get offensive linemen or wide receivers that can help us. More guys moving up in the first round. We got Matthew Golden out of Texas. So that's another wide receiver. It looks like there's going to be 4 first-round wide receivers. The Jets desperately need a wide receiver. I mean, let's say they do draft Jaxson Dart and they sit him for 1 year. Are they going to draft a wide receiver next year to help him out? Then next year he would be going into not his rookie season. It would be his second season, but it would be his first year actually playing. His targets would be Garrett Wilson, random first-round wide receiver, and that's it. So that still doesn't sound like a winning formula to me. I mean, I am waiting for the additions to our offense when it comes to pass catchers for Justin Fields because, like, I mean, I've said that I don't think he's going to work out, but the reason that, but we at least got to give him a fair chance. Whether he works out or not, it has to be Justin Fields' fault. It can't be the New York Jets failing him. We got to go get him weapons to throw to.
Absolutely, I agree. And guys, let us know what you think down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Jets.